Yeah, there's an actual pizza consultant out there. If you're starting a pizza restaurant, he can like come and tell you what you need to do
God,
to be
dude,
successful.
that's like better than being Snoop Dogg's
Whoops.
blunt roller.
So I
That's
wonder if I'd
such a dream
hold it
job.
like this.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, Paulie. I can't find
Zeitgeist Zealots.
anywhere.
Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. Boys.
I'm Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
And I am Chip.
He's out there
Just to
gardening.
give you, if you've never watched Zeitgeist Zealots,
I'm outside.
we're a podcast that we discuss the latest TV shows. We talk about movies. We talk about video games. Sometimes even pop culture.
Pop culture,
events, like
right?
the election.
Pop
Yeah,
culture
so-
references. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's a throwback.
All right.
we usually garden, and usually someone's gardening. One guy's gardening.
Yeah, so we're a very high energy podcast.
You know
and
that.
we're
Hey,
talking about-
it's a podcast full of hoes. Watch out, Fresh and Fit. We're coming for you. We got lots of
Yeah.
rakes.
What's Fresh
Oh my
and Fit?
gosh.
That's a biblical burn right there. I don't know if anyone knows. I don't think anyone who's actually Gen Z. Comment down below. Do you know what a rake is? Do you know that's a female? Anyway, go on. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Wait.
We talk about all kinds of things, like hello to new all-time highs in Bitcoin. That's awesome. What's up, crypto bros? Welcome back to the bull market. That's what I'm talking about. Explosion through 69K to 70,207. Hello, new all-time high.
It hit 70.
Hit 70,000.
Wait, did I tell you guys about my my Shiba Inu investment?
Wolf, tell me more.
Dude, so okay, I put five whole dollars. I put a Lincoln in.
Watch
And
out.
guess how much I got out? I got out
How much?
in a Hamilton.
A Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton. That's great. But yeah, I'm glad.
Look at that. Look at that
because
investment.
Now I actually have a reason to look at my Coinbase app after all this time.
Yeah, you can stop
Yeah,
crying.
you're probably a millionaire, and you can retire now for us.
No, because I probably would have gotten a 1099. What's the tax form on investments for crypto? Is it 1099-C? I
Yeah.
forget what it's
Yeah.
called, but you got to make a certain threshold in order to get that tax
Yeah,
document.
a dollar. A dollar. The IRS is coming for
It's
you.
gotta be like I think at least like 15. I didn't even make that. So I don't think I'm quite the crypto investor Major is. He's the crypto keeper.
Yeah.
You
He
know.
tells from the cryptocurrency.
I
I'll
made
tell
it.
you. Go on.
I mined enough just to pay off the 2 computers I had mining, and then Bitcoin died.
Broke even. There you go.
It's
That's
coming
the
back
thing.
though.
Well, I used the money to pay off the computers, so they went to something already.
I mean,
Yeah.
if Elon decides,
computer.
if Elon
Yeah, they
decides
were
to bring
basically
back
free
any crypto-
computers that I paid the power for. Was about it.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
listen, whoa.
Nvidia, which had a stock price of about $100 in January of 2023, and is now $900
Man,
Wow.
I wish I.
in March
I wish
2024.
I wish I got one share of that back when it was like 190 something.
Then just hold. Just
I wish I got more than
You
one
would've-
now.
I
You would have been
know.
100. You would have been 100 air right now.
Yeah, 100 air.
But like last
100
Friday,
there.
I don't know if you saw last Friday, the share price dropped $100. That can't be fun for investors. Just like you wake up with $1 million and then you're like, what
yeah.
is? What about my thousands of
Gone.
shares and then just $100? You just watch it just slowly, just boop, and then just start dropping. But that's not the only thing. The IRS has to be excited about because we're getting some box office successes.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dune 2 surpassed 150
Ooh,
million
yeah, baby.
domestic. I think it's over
What?
350 international. And then Kung
Wow.
Fu Panda 4 debuted at 58 million, its highest debut since
Did you
the
say
first
Kung
one.
Fu Panda 4?
Yeah, I'm a
Huh?
dad. I'm a dad now,
Kung
so
Fu-
I got my eyes on.
Oh yeah.
Got
Dune
my eyes
to
on
the
Oh, yeah,
moon.
baby.
That's cool. I mean, they're both sequels, but they're both like not superhero movies. So I think
Whoa,
audiences
whoa.
are just sort of sick of.
How can you say that Kung Fu Panda isn't a superhero movie, or how can you say that Dune? I mean, it's sci-fi, but like you could make an argument that Araxis or the portray or whatever that that Timothy Chalamet is a superhero of sorts, right? He can see the future. He's
No,
got superpowers.
he's just on drugs. That's
Hey,
different.
that's a lot of
High on
super.
spice.
That's a lot of
Content,
superheroes.
Okay, I will. Okay.
That's a lot of
I will.
superpowers. Oh,
I will
thank you.
retract my previous statement. Yeah,
Well,
actually, I
damn
can.
right.
I don't know.
Damn right,
I'm thinking. Yeah, some people are into the theater again,
But-
and I think when Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, I think the superhero fatigue people seem to chime on.
Can I point out what these two have in common? They're not.
Jack Black.
They're not woke. Kung Fu Panda. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But Kung Fu Panda 4, Dune 2. I haven't heard anything about like wokeness. And I think we would have this week because Sweetbaby Jesus, there is some backlash in the gaming industry. Robbie, I know you're familiar with this.
Yeah, I was saying like they both Kung
Sweetbaby
Fu.
Incorporated, was it?
Not all at once, guys. Sweetbaby Inc. Fucking.
What's that?
Let's talk about the let's talk about the Streisand effect. Forrest, you know what the Streisand effect is?
Is it with Barbara Streisand or
Yeah,
Susan Streisand? Or...
Barbara Streisand.
Okay, was she the? She's the interviewer lady, right?
Yes. Oh, she's.
Or journalist?
Yes.
Or wait, is that? Or wait,
Or
am I
she
thinking
the
of the
singer?
singer?
Yeah, she's the singer. Barbara Streisand's the
Oh,
singer.
okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
she likes her privacy, very secluded. Anyway, so the Streisand effect is named after this very infamous incident with Barbara Streisand, where her house, her beautiful mansion on the cliff sides of California, was posted online. And she flipped out and she made a really big deal about it and she demanded that this website take it down. Now, this wasn't like TMZ or some kind of propaganda or paparazzi blog, right? This was like a research journal. Like they were like researching the coastlines of California, and it happened to take a picture of her mansion on the cliffside. But
So
she made
It was an innocent mistake.
not just
So
an
she
instant
flipped
mistake.
out and then flipped the house.
So she flipped out, and everyone wanted to see what she was talking about, and so it drove traffic to this website, so everyone saw her house now. So
Right.
the Streisand effect is inevitably causing what you're trying to avoid, right? It's like Oedipus Rex, right? For the Greeks out there,
Yes.
for the ancient Greeks. If I remember correctly, this website had maybe less than 20 views before Barbara Streisand like sued the company to take it down. This research, right? And when you sue someone, the lawsuit, like you have to put like your address on there. So like then the paparazzi got like her address from like this whole thing. So like just when you try to subdue something and then in the process you actually subdue something and in the process you actually put a spotlight on it. That's the Streisand effect. And
It's
that's
like
exactly
that episode.
what. Go ahead.
It's like that episode of The Twilight Zone where he goes back in time to stop a fire, and he actually winds up causing it.
That sounds more like the butterfly.
That's
That's
You know the butterfly effect.
That's just the
No,
classic.
the
No, that's
butterfly
not. That's not butterfly effect. This is the classic time
Butterfly
travel.
effect is when you go back in time and you change something, you make things way worse in the future.
No, yeah. So that's exactly. But I mean, didn't he try to stop the
Way
fire?
better.
And he started the fire anyway. No. So
He goes back in time and kills a dinosaur. Then he like creates a future where Flanders is like supreme ruler of the universe. Stuff like that. That's the butterfly effect.
So anyway, this Steam account had about 9,000 viewers, and it was tracking Sweetbaby Inc., this company that tries to wokeify games. The synopsis and the long and short of it, I believe, is you can, if you're a video game company, you can hire them. And they can come in and tell you you don't have enough women, you don't have enough gay characters, your plot's not woke enough, and then they can come in and they can wokeify your storyline.
Your women characters are too sexy.
Right? Yeah. So hey, those tits, let's flatten that a little bit, right? Let's make those D cups B
Flat.
cups. Yes, exactly. Right. So
Matt's their CEO.
they're flat.
Dude.
So there's this Steam account that was tracking the horrible work that Sweet Baby Inc. was doing, and it had at the beginning of this about 9,000 followers. Sweet Baby Inc. found out about this and made a big stink online, trying to get this account banned, and in the process, through the Streisand effect, drew light to Sweetbaby
The
Inc.
strife.
and what they were doing. And now this account has over 200. Last time I saw, like over 200,000 followers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where you're
So
getting to. All right.
Good for them, dude. It brings some great attention.
now, if you're
It's like over your
wondering,
backfire.
if you're wondering what kind of what is this company doing exactly, or who runs this company? Because I told you what this company's doing, right? They come in and say, "Hey, your character's too white and their tits are too big. Let's flatten that up a little bit." But their CEO has called.
But to be fair, Major, tits were getting kind of out of control in video games.
I mean, that's what was driving
Major,
video game
did
sales.
Did they
80,
consult
90.
Spider-Man 2?
Hey, don't you think?
Spider-Man 2?
Don't you think we'd be having more sex in our? Don't you think our boys Gen Z, right? Not high schoolers. We're talking legal age. Don't you think we'd be having more sex if they played a little more Dead or Alive beach volleyball in high school?
Think about
I
that.
remember that.
So,
game.
Right?
Major, did they consult on
True.
Spider-Man 2 or Suicide Squad kill the Justice League?
You'll have to follow them and follow us on Twitter or X to find out. That's a great question. I got some quotes I want to go
Because
over with the CEO.
did they come up- They consulted Rocksteady that they should have Harley Quinn kill Batman. I wonder if we gotta destroy the problematic machismo that's associated with
maybe,
Batman
but that
and have
feels-
Harley Quinn.
No, that feels
him in the head.
personal. I don't think. No, I think you hired someone. I don't think you need to hire. A
Yeah, let's
consulting.
kill the character that built Rocksteady, because Rocksteady was basically just known for Batman Arkham, the Arkham games. So we're gonna kill the main character of those games.
Forrest, like you pointed out
Is
in the
Rocksteady Bebop's partner?
lols.
No, it's a video game company.
Shut up. That's a teenage ninja teenage
Where's the
Mutant
Womp Womp
Ninja
Womp
Turtles. Yeah, it's a Team NT. There you go. That's a Team
Franchise.
NT franchise. That's
It
a.
is.
Shut up. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant.
But no, Forrest, you pointed out. I think you nailed it on the head a couple episodes ago with Hollywood's fear of originality. That's a short. Check it out on YouTube. That Hollywood, like these writers, if they make faithful adaptations of the original source material, then they don't get credit for their creativity. So I think you nailed it on the head. Like, why? Like, even though Kevin Conroy's Batman built Rocksteady, right? Some new writer came in, and if they just followed the traditional path, then they wouldn't make all this big fuss and this big stink, which will inevitably help them on their career for their next woke game that they get hired for, which might be from, they might stick around at Sweetbaby Inc. Let me know, Robbie, do you want to work for a company?
Probably have YouTube counting the number of times you say woke.
Wait,
I
Major,
know,
Say more
the-
than 400
like
times in a video,
that
they'll
five-
demonetize you.
That 500 view count wall you've been pointing at.
the Department of Defense is definitely counting it for sure. But that's right, guys. Make sure to subscribe. You gotta give a thumbs up, put a comment, right? Just say hello. Let's fight the algorithm, because we're definitely not saying all the keywords to pump this. That's for sure.
Well, I just found out today the Spider-Man 2 DLC is going to feature not Spider-Man, but Tombstone's daughter, the Beetle.
Spider-Man 2, I'm
excited about
confused.
this?
Wasn't Spider-Man 4? Didn't Spider-Man 4 come out like 10 years ago? What is Spider-Man
Video
2?
game, Spider-Man
Yeah.
2, the video game.
Well, Spider-Man 4 is not the movie. There's no Spider-Man 4, the movie. I'm
There
talking
is
about the video
I'm talking
game.
about Spider-Man 2. Yeah, Spider-Man 2, the video game, is the
What
one
I'm
that
talking
came out last year.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is what
Last-
happened. What happened to the counting system here? Did Microsoft buy them? Like, what, they were on? It was Spider-Man 4 last time I heard about it. Now it's Spider-Man 2. Did they reset it? Is this what's happening here?
I'll tell you what's about to happen. Reaction to the new Fallout trailer.
No, let me go back to. I need to finish. I've got some quotes from the CEO of Sweetbaby Inc. that I've been trying to say. Yeah, and you know what? I right now, Forrest, I'm really mad at you because she called the CEO called straight white male gamers picky babies, and you're actually making me look like a picky baby right now because I've got this on my outline here, and I want to say this quote, and you're turning me into a picky baby. So, congratulations.
Maybe they're trying to
sweet
maybe
sweet
they're
baby.
secretly trying to dissuade people from gaming. They're like,
Maybe.
maybe we should just like promote,
They're
less
like-
gaming.
Hey, let me
They're
ask you
like
this.
fatalists.
By disenfranchising the people who, buy it.
Tip.
They're all fatalists. They want to put themselves out of work. Apparently, that's
They
their goal.
they really do.
consciously.
What if I told you the CEO once tweeted out? She said that white people need to get their ass beat on the regular. Do you want to buy a video game from
Yeah, I'm
someone
sure that's
who
gonna,
wants their
like,
ass
make-
kicked?
That can't be real.
That is real. That's a real tweet.
Yeah. Well, then, what company is that?
Sweetbaby Inc.
Yeah, antagonize the core,
The core gaming
market,
Oh yeah,
the
just
core gaming community, and see how that works out for you.
or America.
So,
Your fan
yeah. So,
base,
what
Twitter.
were these quotes you wanted to share?
That was it. That was it.
Was
She
that-
called
okay.
male gamers picky babies, and she said that there are more white people that need to get their ass, or white people need to get their ass beat more regularly.
I see.
Now,
So how about we watch this Fallout trailer? and let's react?
Interesting choice of like, violence will fix the other people. That's a very interesting kind of life out perspective that should be looked into. Hi, violence will fix this.
All right, I'm gonna choose this one that came out 3 days ago.
yeah. So I guess we can skip ahead a little bit. Let's talk about this. Forrest is really excited to watch this Fallout.
Here is the Fallout trailer.
For
Right now.
totally
Here we
the
go.
first time.
Hello there.
All right, Walton Goggins.
I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
Dude, I am year after year just falling in love with him as an actor.
A veritable
He just pumps everything he touches
Was
is
he in?
gold. He was fantastic in The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault Tech vault today.
Ooh,
What
nice.
could happen tomorrow? The world is going to need
He was in Vice President or Vice Principals, Sons of Anarchy, The Hateful Eight, The Shield,
I saw Hateful Eight.
Django Unchained, Tomb Raider, 2018.
And I actually haven't watched this. Or no, I saw like a short version of this.
This is the new one. This came out
Yeah.
like 3 days ago.
This is the actual
okay,
trailer.
yeah, I saw like the little
we
tease.
saw the
they
first.
put
Yeah,
Yeah,
out.
we saw the first one. Yeah.
We watched the teaser to it
Tell me what's happened in the last
on an
200
earlier
years.
episode.
Old boy.
You're an actual
It's an elderly Marge Simpson.
Oh, an actual what?
A vault
Oh.
person.
And there are people that have been out there this whole time.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
Like how they
Yeah.
all the vault dwellers look like Mormons.
If this TV show is the next greatest thing to happen to television,
It's the Red Skull's brother, Peach Skull.
I really hope we get to start calling people who are chronically online vault people.
You need to
You need to go touch the grass. You're such a vault person.
from a world of rules.
It's the guy from Lost.
Ben from Lost,
You should not be
Yeah.
alone.
one of the best bad guys of all time.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
That looked good.
Who hurt me? People are going to come after you.
Good job with the suit there.
Yeah.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty.
Balti.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
I like that line.
Look out at this wasteland.
I was watching an interview with Walton Goggins, and he said he fell asleep in costume and makeup, and then he woke up in front of a mirror, and he scared the shit out of himself because he didn't have his nose on. And I was like, yeah, that can be pretty scary to wake up to. This looks so much better than the teaser trailer.
What is happening?
I'm looking forward to this already. Yeah.
Yeah, the teaser trailer I wasn't really impressed
what's
with, but this looks good.
To disagree on how.
I haven't played all the Fallouts, but I've played a couple of them. I've enjoyed them.
You little killer.
That looks good. I'll be down to see that.
What?
Well, I hope
Crazy.
so, because we're gonna
April-
cover
all
it.
This says all
Yeah, I think-
episodes April 11th.
I think it's
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
so
still
I
the
think
host connection.
once Invincible is over with, then I think Fallout should start like right away. So Prime's like, hey, we gotta keep our subscriptions going.
That looks so much better
It's a
than the
good
teaser
plan.
trailer. Yeah, I like it. So that Fallout comes out April 12th, and then, well, I guess all the episodes drop at once. So, tweet at us on X at Z Zealots Podcast, or comment on the video, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Let us know if you want us to cover it episode by episode, or just cover it like all in one sitting.
Yeah, so it says
What do you
they're
want us to
dropping
do?
all the episodes at once.
All at once. Unlike
Really?
Nice.
unlike The Boys, which is coming out also by Amazon, season 4 is coming out June 13th.
One at a time.
I think they're dropping the first 2 episodes, and then one at a time
Okay.
after that.
At
So
least they're not splitting the season in half like Invincible.
well, that was a
Idiots.
production issue, right? So it's better to split
Burn
in
out
half.
and to fade away.
It's better to split in half than it is to get a second crappy half of the season. Like, what if they rushed out the production of the second half of the season?
Well, they should just delayed it until they had the whole thing ready.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I don't disagree with that, but there's no right or wrong answer, I guess.
I mean, we've been waiting like
what?
12 years for a Game of Thrones book. We can wait like an extra few months
Yeah,
for like a full
Yeah.
season of Invincible.
I agree.
But
But we enjoyed the first
I think-
4 episodes.
I think we're ready to
Not
dive into
quite.
Halo.
I've got a couple
So-
more bits of news if you've got the outline in front of you there. You know what we're never going to see? A bunch of Marvel products, according to Bob Iger. I've got a quote for you
No
here.
Ironheart? Oh no, my day's ruined.
No, you're gonna get
I guess
Ironheart. Nah,
Oh,
fuck you.
okay.
You're gonna get Ironheart. All right, Kevin. Kevin Feige said that we're gonna shove wokeness down your throat, and that the MCU is female. Oh wait, no, the Force is female, but the MCU will have more than 50% female superheroes. So no, Ironheart's still very much happening. You're probably gonna lose something like well, I'll get into it right now. I got a quote for you here from Bob Iger. You have to kill things you no longer believe in. And that's not easy in this business because you've either gotten started, you have some sunken costs, or it's a relationship with your employees or with the creative community. It's not an easy thing, but you have to make the tough calls. We've actually made those tough calls. We've not been public about it, but we've killed a few projects already that we just didn't feel very strong. We didn't feel we're strong enough. And then the article goes on to say it's worth noting, as of right now, there are no specifics about which products have been canceled. But I think it's actually kind of obvious, right? We've talked about this before, and we knew that they were canceled. Every year, or when they do D23, when they announce the slates for Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, Phase 5, right? Especially during the pandemic when everything was just so shifty. There were tons of projects that they've announced, and they just slowly, quietly, we just never heard of again. Remember when they announced the Nova Corps series, or Warlock, or Excalibur, Black Knight, right? These sound like probably men, or what probably in the comics
We'll probably get
were
Nova
male
Corps before we get
dominated.
Blade.
All I'm saying is you're probably not going to get any of these because they've stopped talking about them. These are probably the projects that Bob Iger is referring to.
Not what Bob is looking for.
Yeah.
And that's what's in store.
I would. So that's my big news. We can talk about Shogun, but it's really just whatever. We'll talk about it another day.
You don't like Shogun?
It's all right. It's good. No, it's good. It's good. I just don't want to get canceled. No, I think it's kind of funny though that we. Did you forget?
LOL.
How brutal the Japanese, like feudal Japan, used to be? Like when they were boiling that white guy alive. Just
Oh yeah.
gross. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, they have like Unit 748, which we can't talk about on this podcast. But you should definitely look it up, or maybe 784 on it, something like that. In World War II, just type in World War II Unit 7, and it'll autofill. But they did something terrible to an entire city, right?
Entire country.
Nanking,
731.
Unit
Multiple
731.
countries.
Yeah,
You skipped a few episodes in the history of Japan there, Major.
Well,
You
I'm,
remember
I
Japan?
did.
Remember
I'm moving. I'm
731
moving ahead.
experiment?
I'm moving ahead. I just want to say, yes, it's awful stuff that they did during World War II. And yes, the Americans did
Crazy
grab
stuff.
their scientists after World War II. We gave them citizenships and new names.
Major, have you been listening to Dan Carlin?
I have not. Who is Dan Carlin?
Oh my gosh!
Is he related to George Carlin?
On Spotify, he's got a series called Supernova in the East, and I highly recommend it if you want to learn more about Japan's World War II exploits that were kind of not as much talked about.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty interesting.
Yeah,
thank-
dude,
thanks for
it's
sharing.
on Spotify. Check it out.
Doesn't sound like World War II was a fun time.
It was a terrible time, but I think it's
And it was not that long ago.
It really no, dude. There's still World War II vets out there, right? But I do think in an LOL kind of funny moment,
They probably don't remember being there, but they're there.
we nuked them so hard.
course.
They went from sexually assaulting entire cities to having no sex drive. All they do is build sex robots, and their population rate is declining so fast that in like 40 years they're gonna be off the map. Stay away from radiation, guys. It does.
I think we dropped napalm on Japan too, and that killed more civilians than
Oh,
either
so-
atomic bomb did.
Tokyo, we napalmed. We did a bombing run on Tokyo days before the first nuke that actually created more casualties.
Just remember, the nuclear weapons, that's about intensity.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I
one.
mean?
It's one bomb.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, one?
We can
What
drop
are you talking
100.
about,
We can drop
one?
100 bombs on you and take out your whole country. But dropping one bomb and taking out 50% of your country is very scary stuff. And
That's very fucking scary. Yeah, that's like,
knock on
Oh,
wood
God.
for
Like power?
2024
Oh,
in World War III.
No.
But yeah,
Over off screen now somewhere.
no war. Peace.
All right,
amongst
let's talk about a fictional war now. The war between the humans and the Covenant. In the
Onyx.
episode of Halo.
There we
Halo
go.
season 2,
Ooh,
episode 6.
Episode 6, yes, Onyx.
What'd you guys
I guess
think?
it's based-
I liked
Last
it.
episode,
This was a
not
good.
a-
This was definitely
not hard to do.
bump up from the last episode.
Yeah, I thought it was a good blend between
I
talking
liked it.
and action.
We had 90% less of Soren's wife and
Has-
less of the kid, the fetch quest for the kid subplot that nobody cares about. We had
John,
like 90%
John meets
less
Cortana
Quan.
again. Finally.
Yeah, I guess she like Wi-Fi'd herself over or emailed herself to the UNSC base on Onyx.
All right, well, let's get into it, guys. Let's go ahead and break down the episode. We open up with Kai heading what we think is a Spartan operation, Javelin 1, and they're attacking a Covenant ship. And I just have to say, the sound design and surround sound were fantastic. I really enjoyed the visuals too. The plasma looked great. Like, just overall, good action scene. But, like you were saying, Forrest, we find out that it's what?
All a dream. Well, not
It's
a
a
dream, but
simulation.
pretty cool. Simulation.
That's right.
It's all a simulation.
It was all in her head, literally.
Yeah.
which was a subliminal message to the viewer that this reality too is all
Of course.
simulation. See, exactly. It was a simulation, and the
couldn't believe it.
simulation is catching on that we're a little too close. So
The
a
rage
little too
quit
close
is
to
real.
the truth.
Yeah. So apparently Perez is a Spartan now, I guess, because you can just become a Spartan overnight. Apparently.
So if you read,
These are off-brand Spartans.
yeah, these are the Kirkland brand Spartans.
They're more like Athenians.
I believe. So later on in the episode, we actually Quan follows the Red Hag, and that is Halsey. It leads her to Halsey, but then she follows the Red Hag again, and that leads her
She doesn't
to
even have a
Miranda.
name, right?
Yeah, not that I've ever met.
Even
no.
I had to ask Rock that. I put that in your notes there.
Yeah, the older lady in red from the new Halo TV series is a mysterious character whose identity is yet to be revealed. There are some theories out there. Thanks, Rock.
Really, people care enough to have theories.
Yeah, people have theories.
No official information has been provided.
She could
Yeah,
be
I mean, I
AI
totally-
or Forerunner.
I completely. Ooh, she's probably a Forerunner though. Maybe
I
like
can see
she'll
it.
take
Quant's
off her skin
Forerunner.
suit. It'll be a satellite underneath.
Dude,
Or,
speaking of taking off your
Ooh.
skin suit, I
Monitor.
forgot how ugly the elite are naked.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
So I wonder on that planet when John first saw the lady in red. Like, do you
Also-
think she was actually there, or
That's
just has some kind of
Ooh.
connection to John?
Does anyone
That's
else
a
remember?
good
I don't know.
question.
Well,
I
yeah,
only,
because
like-
she was because the captain was talking to her before Master Chief
Oh
even got
yeah,
there,
he
remember?
wasn't the. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Because he was
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, get off this
oh,
planet,
well, there
otherwise
goes that
you're gonna
theory.
die.
It was a good question.
Uh,
No, it was still a good question. I'll give it to you. It was a good question.
So I think the Elite. I can't take the Arbiter seriously anymore because he sounds too much like Jabba the Hutt.
Why you betray me all the time?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, the Elite language sounds just like Jabba the Hutt's language. Tatooine, or what's the
It
official
does.
language?
It does kind of sound like that.
The
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, it's
and then-
Japanese. Excuse me, Tatooine. It's
Japanese.
Japanese. Excuse me.
Tatooineese. So yeah, the Elite
Ackerson's gone
priest.
rogue.
I didn't think elites could be priests. They could. I thought the hierarchs were the or the prophets were the priests, and the elites are soldiers. There can't be an elite priest. I think
Yeah,
there was some lore.
There's like a pope. Yeah, I think the guys in the guys in the chairs like the popes. Or the
okay.
prophet.
Yeah,
They're
it'd be like
they're
a
the they're
Liturgian
the
or
prophets.
Elites
Yeah,
are supposed to be soldiers, though.
they're the
priests.
prophets. Well, some elites. Well, one elite's an arbiter. What? Do you think they're just gonna get a
Which
whole
is a
new
soldier.
race
Yeah.
of people
Well, I think
to
just,
be the priests?
Just the giraffe covenant can be priests, and the elites have to be soldiers. That was my understanding, but
Wow.
maybe I'm wrong. I need to read the book because I'm sure the show is so faithful to the books.
I'm sure it's not, and I'm sure you're reading too much into this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, you want them to introduce a
Agreed.
whole nother alien species just for one
I've given up
character?
on
I
them.
think the
I've given
prophets
up
should
on
be the
them
priests,
actually
the elites
following
be
the
soldiers.
Yeah, good.
following the game
Don't
and stuff.
don't do it. Stop. You're only gonna get your heart broken. Just
Yeah. You just gotta
namaste.
look at this as a whole new
It's
series.
a TV show inspired
given
by
up on
your
hating
favorite
on that.
TV. Yeah, inspired by your favorite video game growing up. You just have to embrace it.
Not heavily inspired though. And actually, I would say disliked
They
by
have
the
they have
writers.
little nods to things here and there,
Hey,
like the
let me
coin
ask you
and all
this:
that.
when you were a little kid and you were playing with your little Master Chief and your Arbiter toys, were you faithful to canon and the adaptations of the book, or did you go on your own little missions? That's what I'm wondering.
I never had a Master Chief or Arbiter toy, and I only played video games.
Somebody
which
busts
were
in there
canon.
like, "You are not following the story. You did not go this way."
Not just somebody.
Yeah, wait,
Force
that's
bust
logic.
in. Force bust in.
Master Chief bangs Barbies, right?
You what?
Master Chief bangs Barbies, right? That's,
I'd He did. He
that
did
was my
that.
canon, baby.
That was.
Apparently, they're Master Chief. Well, I never knew there were Master Chief actual like toys. I just had the video games, but apparently
They are not
Halo
toys. They are action figures.
The real.
So
I never had a Halo action figure.
you did have a
Me
Halo
neither.
action figure.
Dude, if I had a Halo action figure, it would clearly be promenade. It would be on display right now for
Yeah,
this,
just
this
for-
coverage.
And then you're gonna get one for Invincible in the background there too.
Oh yeah, and then you gotta get a I guess a Fallout toy at some point, or a Shogun toy.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably not.
A Shogun
Oh,
action
yeah,
figure.
So what was?
So Onyx, we
We'll
learned
probably
that's
get an
where
RFK action figure if we get one of those.
an RFK action
Ooh,
figure.
that's-
Actually,
They
I would
started
get an
wondering.
RFK.
Yeah,
Shut off.
back to the
Back
the
to Halo.
simulation. Yeah,
Isn't
they
this supposed to
started.
be
They
HGH.
started wondering if it was like too easy.
Apparently, it was.
Well, that was actually at the exfil. That was later.
That was at the end. That
At,
was at
at
the end,
first,
though.
it was just too hard.
Yeah.
Which you might
It was a
find out it was
Kobayashi
meant to be
sort of
that way.
thing. Yeah, like you can't. It's an unwinnable scenario, like the on Star Trek.
You know,
And
it-
but they had to cheat in order to actually beat it, right? She had to go against orders.
No,
Right?
they beat it. No, her team beat it easily the second time, and it's because they Ackerson lowered the standards, made it easier for them, right? And so
Just like Paramount did.
Well, like when
I
she was
would
about to-
say-
when that's why when she was about to finish it, she just randomly gets shot in the back. That first run,
no, the first time it's hard, yeah, because she didn't cover everything.
like it was, she wasn't meant to finish it, is what
yeah, it's supposed to be
got out of
hard.
that after finding out how Ackerson programmed it.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, right. And then the second time they do beat it, and they beat it quite easily. They basically all survive, right? And
Well, right when they shut it down, just bam, no covenant. They all disappear.
yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, and you ever notice you never saw an enemy just gunfire off screen that entire
The guy
time?
get the budget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I figured more of the budget.
Budget.
I wonder though
Yeah.
and I would say more strongly if the writing has been better all season, that they're trying to make some kind of parallel to America lowering their standards in the workforce today, right? How like we're getting rid of the SAT, and it's like some colleges are getting rid of the SAT, right? Some people think that math and grammar is racist somehow, and so like they're getting rid of like all these standardized testing and schools and achievements. So if there was better writing, I'd say they're making a great reflection to this point. But I think they're really just kind of pussifying the soldiers, making them weaker. You know.
They're having them play video games instead
Yeah,
of
they-
actual like training.
No one else noticed how easily they got out of there.
Yeah.
It was-
I mean, if you
She's sitting there wondering, while everyone else like, yeah, we did it, guys.
wait a second, wait a
You're
second.
on level 1. Relax.
Maybe this is great. Maybe this is great writing.
Well,
Right?
look at all that morale Ackerson just
Maybe
handed to him.
this is prestige TV. If you recall the training style of the Master Chief earlier in this season, right? He never took his foot off the gas. He never put his foot on the brakes, not even for Riz when she was injured, right? He always pushed Riz to be better, right? Because he knew that the Covenant were coming and that she needed to be at her best. And so that was going to require pushing and training versus
At her
Ackers-
elite.
at boom, thank you, at her elite. But according
Ackerson, like,
to
good job.
yeah,
You-
but Ackerson is just lowering the standard instead of raising the player to meet the standards.
I think all the
Yeah,
other soldiers.
He's
I think,
looking at it as like a morale perspective.
I think Perez was the only one doing the simulation, and the other soldiers were playing Helldivers too, and that's why they had such a good time after the simulation.
I agree. They would be having a blast if
What
they were
awesome
playing that.
devs with Helldivers. Keep
They
it
probably-
up,
Playing
people
Helldivers.
say.
Helldivers
keep morale up.
69 by that point.
Nothing
Oh my
stopped this
God.
train.
Major-
Helldivers becomes the next Call of Duty.
Let's talk
But,
about how awesome John was this episode.
Without his armor.
I call him, Lord John, right? Dude, just kicking ass left
At
and
first,
right.
I thought when he got with Cortana, I thought the first thing they do would go get his armor, but they
And
went.
when the
To
door opened, I was like, "Yes, the armor." And then like the Halo shooter was like,
That's
"Which
what
one
I
do you think
thought
this
he was
is?"
like. This is where the armor's locked into, and
I was like,
Cortana's
he's like
helping
going
him
down the
there.
hallway. He's like, "Yeah, he's gonna get his armor." They opens up the keyhole, and the showrunner's just like, "They should just put like a giant middle finger."
What
instead
a
of, like,
tease.
Mookie.
No armor for you.
Yeah. So like, who do you think?
But
who do you
yeah,
think
we
destroys
find
it?
out apparently, John and McKee are like linked, touching
So
those.
the connection.
Ooh, dude, I am shipping them
How they,
so
how they
hard.
make it.
They
Yeah,
got
they're
linked.
making
They
this a
got linked
little
last season too.
You know, we talked
love
about this.
story thing.
Vaginally.
We talked about just getting rid of the canon. They say fuck the canon, fuck the audience. Spin-off, right? Season 3 is a rom-com, right?
And
Where
it's like Forrest was saying that that they want credit for them writing it.
yeah, exactly, right? So just
So they just make this whole new thing, but with a Halo theme.
I mean, if you think about it, they are literally two star-crossed lovers. Because it's his
Yeah,
face,
yeah, very nice.
right? And
Clap.
you know,
Where's the clap?
one's a
Yeah.
human, one's thank you. And then one's a covenant. What if they bring all together? They can unify the two warring factions, and then they can fight the flood in season 10. Because God,
It's like-
this show is so slow.
That's like the
No,
the
it's
plot
the
from
worst
Saga,
idea.
which I
I'm-
just started reading.
Being completely facetious. This
Yeah,
is
they-
a terrible idea. I feel like the writers are going to hear that and be like, that's a great idea. Don't do that, writers. I was being
I'm
sarcastic.
sure they're all listening to us.
Reverse psychology, like come up with all the horrible ideas they were going to come up with before they do, so they can't use them. So they'll only have to
Oh.
use. They'll have to use the.
And in the
plot from
background,
books.
we are moving to another garden.
Oh, just wait for
Or
it.
where are we going, Tip?
the garden of Eden. I don't know. So I don't have a bit there. So let's talk about quickly the side quest of Soren. Soren was in the episode for like 5 minutes, and his wife,
are
thankfully,
mushrooms.
as was they go to like something called Thermopylae, which I guess is the training camp for the
Right.
Spartans.
Yeah, that's a nice little Easter egg for those who don't know. Thermopylae, best known for the Battle of Thermopylae, aka 300.
Yeah.
So
And,
it's the Sparks. It's what the fucking thing's named. It's what they're named after.
But
It's
they're
it's
still
a
looking
nice,
for Kessler, and
nice
Kessler is like
homage.
half Spartan.
So Kessler is the son of a Spartan, so he's got the Spartan super juice DNA in him, so he's half super juiced. So that makes sense that they kidnapped him and they want to train him and turn him into a Spartan.
Yep.
We know that the UNSC kidnaps kids at will, like the CIA. They have no problem whatsoever.
Perrin Goski is also like, she was behind Ackerson. Like, we thought Ackerson was the mastermind behind leaving the chief behind, but it was actually her the whole time. But I guess she and Cortana are still cool.
Cool.
Because they talked for a little bit cooler, I guess. Quan and Halsey found Miranda keys, so she's finally back in the show.
Yep. And it seems like Miranda's, like I was saying before, it seems like Miranda's been working on, she, quote unquote, perfected or fixed Halsey's problem with the Spartan program. So I think
Halsey.
Yeah, so I think that's how they're able to mass produce these Kirkland Spartans now, these knockoff Spartans. As adults, they don't have to steal them as kids, which is maybe how Perez was able to, get the Spartan juice to become stronger.
Yeah, so I guess we can talk
Compound
about
S.
the best part of the episode, the fight between Kai and Master Chief. He was like, "Where does the Spartan end, and where do you begin, Kai?"
I like that he wouldn't raise a fist to his own team member.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, she's so heavily armored.
Yeah.
I think he was just like, "I'm not even gonna waste my time."
He's like,
this
is gonna hurt so bad.
Do it for the camera.
I've only got one ploy here. But I did think it was
following
weird.
Orders.
Kai was sent to. Speaking of following orders, Kai was sent to go get the Master Chief. Kai beats the shit out of the Master Chief, and then she just leaves him there. Just bleeding out on the ground.
Cortana, it was all for Cortana to talk to him.
Let the crew get him.
Why did they just leave him there?
I was like, Kai, weren't you supposed to go get him?
I think that was
well, I think
a little
if I
bit of
remember
bad
correctly,
writing for that part there.
The Black Ops team was going to go in and finish the job, but before they could get there, Cortana opened up the door.
Right, but like, why not Kai? Kai just beat the shit out. Why wouldn't Kai just pick Master Chief up and bring him to the brig?
Ackerson even showed off video of, or no, he didn't show. Well, he was watching it,
but he showed the original security camera to Kai, and it was like, yeah, Master Chief's on base.
Oh, the one he did show to her was when. Yeah, we didn't talk about when he was held down. He was like chained down by 6 guys.
That was pretty cool.
He impales one of their hands on something. I forget what happens. Like, God,
I think he pulled it off real fast.
He kills way more humans in the show than he does Covenant.
Well, there was not many. Yeah. Well, the humans don't fuck with the Master Chief. That's just like that's the moral.
Doesn't
of the,
matter what
story.
species you are.
He said, don't go for that pistol. Don't do it. And then the guy does it. And
you don't want to do that.
Fucking lassos him on the neck with a chain.
Gave him a warning.
Whiplashes him across the building floor and then into the wall. It's just sickening nasty. Just damn Master Chief. Damn.
Yeah. He hates humans more than the Covenant does in the show, it seems. So.
Well, I'll tell you, only one group is trying to kill him right now, and it's not the Covenant, thanks to McKee.
I know. The enemy of his enemy is his friend, right? So.
Or whoever you're giving that D to is your friend.
Yeah, so.
Not necessarily.
The priest.
That's true. God, it's painfully true.
The priest tried to kill McKee, but then the Arbiter, in a twist that everyone saw coming, kills the priest instead. He does not betray. He does not kill McKee and kills the priest.
I will
instead.
make it to season 3.
Yeah. She has a 3-season contract, so the aliens couldn't kill her. She was protected. It was kind of weird, like, because you couldn't tell who was fighting the Arbiter and who was not.
A piece of paper flies out in front of the laser beam, like.
My contract.
It's like it stops the sword cold.
Just plot armor shows up on you.
The sword can't cut the contract. So
we did finally see some energy sword on energy sword combat, and it did not look as lame as I thought it would. So that's good.
Well, we kind of like saw it like from her perspective, like she was on the floor crawling.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, background. It wasn't forefront.
And then that one elite's like on top of her about to stab her, and then he's just like, nah, never mind. Just like turns around and.
I think he was fighting someone else or something. I don't know.
Well, it looked like he was about to stab her, and then he just kind of like turns around. I mean, maybe I'm misremembering it, but yeah. It's like, oh shit, she's dead. And it's like, oh, he's like, no, never mind. I think I'll join the Arbiter. Whose armor does not look like the one in Halo 2. Sad to say.
I like that the priest has like a miniature energy sword like that comes out of his hand. So like now we have full blown energy swords. We have McKay in season 1. She had a little fingernail energy blade. So like no, I just imagine on like the Covenant homeworld, there's just like an energy sword shop you can go to and just get
sword,
customized energy sword. Anything you want can be turned into an energy sword.
Opener.
Exactly, like
With the nail.
Energy manicure, yeah. So, yeah. So McKee is not dead, surprising no one, and they're gonna keep going to Halo.
Yep, on the way to
forever.
Halo.
And
Good
they're
thing-
just gonna tease it to wait till next season, if they actually do get to it.
Doubt they'll probably wait till season 7 at this point. But yeah, so that was the episode.
We'll keep reeling them back in. I mean, pretty much all the high notes. We can talk about how Ackerson is lying to the Admiral, saying that Halsey's dead. But that's like boring shit, like no one really cares about. So yeah, we hear all the high notes.
He's lying to everyone. He's lying to Kai. He's lying to.
Did we talk about the well that Bond jumped down?
Yeah. That's where they found Miranda Keys.
Mm-hmm.
Like Halsey was there, and they found Miranda, and yeah. So I think we covered everything, all the major parts. I mean, Ackerson.
One of the things I
shit.
was thinking with the discussion with that of, would you make that jump with her, the knowledge she has at the time?
Oh, you're gonna jump down
he was
that
either
well?
that or get shot.
I mean, as a 12-year-old girl with that haircut, yeah, I'd probably try to jump down a well too.
Well, it's better than season 1 at least.
Ooh.
That's true. It is better than season 1. That's just a needless burn. I apologize, Quan. I said her hair was fine a couple episodes ago. I can get away with it.
Yeah. Well, I think hopefully next episode we'll see Master Chief in his armor. I mean, obviously, like next episode's the penultimate episode, so he's probably not gonna get the armor until the very end of the episode. Let's just be real here.
They're gonna pull a Smallville, the mid-credit scene of season 2.
He's unbuttoned his shirt.
He's gonna put the helmet on.
Yeah. No, he's just gonna like undo his shirt, and we're gonna see like the front of his armor, like in the end of Smallville. Like we never see him in the costume. We just like see him with the open his shirt and the S is there. So I guess Tom Welling had in his contract, I'm not gonna wear that fucking suit.
Well, no, the writers had a motto.
I bet that suit's really hot. You know what I mean?
The writers had a motto about no tights or something like that.
Yeah, but in the last episode, the very last episode of the series,
We're men.
which is supposed to be the bridge.
We're men in tights.
Yeah, no tights, no
Smallville
flights. That was the mandate created by Smallville creator.
Well, he was flying by season 4 in that show, so that was the rule on season 1. But season 4, he was flying.
I was about to go into you about how you knew what season he was flying into and how you need a better use of your time, but I forgot you recently watched Smallville. I thought that.
Oh yeah, I
thought that was like
ago.
back in like the back of your brain from like 2006 when it came out or whatever. Like, oh no, actually he doesn't start flying till season 4.
Hulu,
and it's like
Hulu.
you need better stuff to fill your brain.
Hulu has like so many commercials that's like such a pain in the butt to even get through a single episode of Smallville. Like, at least like on cable television, the commercials were different.
You pay for
But like
it.
it's the same 3 commercials they show you during each break. So it's pretty awful. So yeah, that's the episode, and next episode is gonna be called Thermopylae. So hopefully, well, I don't really care, but I'm guessing we're gonna see Kessler again.
Yeah.
And
It's going to be a Quan. It's going to be a Soren episode. So see you in 2 weeks, everyone. Make sure to subscribe to come back then.
That's right. It's a Soren episode. There's the remote.
Go ahead.
There's the Xbox controller.
No one will blame you.
So, but yeah, so Major, you want to plug our social media?
Yes, sir. You know I do. Guys, thank you so much. You can find us anywhere you listen to your third favorite podcast, Spotify, Apple. We love a 5-star review. That would mean the world to us. It's how helps this podcast grow, helps convince people to click on it for the first time.
Or a 4-star review with constructive criticism.
Yeah, no, 5-star.
Can only help.
Just do 5-star and then
or 5-star with
the constructive criticism. Yeah.
And so we got get that 6th star.
No, if you want to be an asshole, we are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Please come be an asshole on YouTube in the comments section. rip us the new one. Tell us how stupid I am
And
for thinking that this was almost going to be prestige TV. If you want to do it on YouTube, you can find us on
And it wasn't.
Instagram.
it's funny because like everyone's saying Shogun is prestige TV. I've only seen this first episode, but it seems like you're not really with the crowd on what's prestige
Oh
and
no,
what's not.
no, it's fine. It's not prestige TV. It's good.
Okay, yeah.
It's good. It's really good, right? But it's a lot of subtitles, and I don't know if you know this, guys, but I'm a new father, so sometimes I gotta change a diaper, which means I gotta look away from the fucking TV, which means I hear 2 to 3 minutes of Japanese dialogue and I miss some shit. Sorry, I'm not going.
You can
back.
watch the dubbed version. You can watch the dub in English.
That's
There's
true.
An English dub.
Wait, there's an English dub version.
There's
I'm
an
back
English dub
on.
version
I'm back on,
on
guys.
Hulu.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
See my
have to read.
Or Major,
See
you can
my-
invest in one of those cool goggle things with the VR, and then you could have the television screen up here on the upper left or upper right, or however
While you're
your
changing the
preference,
diaper.
while you're changing a diaper.
That's
Or just
It's
watch the English
soon to
dub.
come.
it is.
Won't
it
that
is.
be amazing?
No.
You can watch
Already here.
football
Hypervision.
For
while feeding
$3,500.
your child.
Keep your kids away from screens.
Do you hate
unless
not
they want
watching
to?
TV while changing diapers?
Unless no, I don't. Doesn't mind me one bit. But you can keep your kids away from screens unless they want to follow us on Instagram. They can do this at Zeitgeist Zealots, or on TikTok at Z Zealots Podcast. And then again for X, Z Zealots Podcast, and then YouTube Zeitgeist Zealots. We really appreciate you guys. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think about Halo. What'd you think about the Fallout trailer? It's starting to look good.
If you
Yeah.
don't do it, you'll regret it for the remainder of your miserable days.
If you don't do it, Tip won't plant that tree, and then your great grandchild won't have enough carbon dioxide to breathe. So, deuces. Like and subscribe.
I'm Forrest.
Major.
I'm Robbie.
I'm Tip.
Flat. Bye, everyone.
Signing up.
We miss you, Matt. Matt.
See ya.